What's going on? My name's Crusader, aka Josh. Today we are going to be looking at the top 10 tips to be good at Fortnite Battle Royale. Got some little gameplay going on in the background. I'm actually playing duos, so some of the tips is going to be talking about how to be good working as a team, how you can really affect sort of the gameplay, and you can go for a lot of kills. There's two main types on how to win. We're going for one of them today, and I can then do the other one in a different video. But my first tip is find a good landing spot. You'll see where I'm aiming to now is where I use personally, well, for this technique anyway. I'm with my friend, the Incredible Ape, also known as Rich. So me and him playing some duos. The reason I go to this landing spot here is one, it's completely out of the way. So we're going to be taking sort of more of a tactical approach to winning a game on how to get a W rather than just going run and gun. So admittedly it's not going to be a 20 kill game, but we'll hopefully get quite far. So one, I use this spot. You're going to see quite a lot of loot, hopefully anyway, and I use it. One, it's out of the way. Two, you get really good loot. So you get lots of chests, lots of ammo boxes, good gun pools, and you tend to be able to stay on the outskirts. So you might get lucky in terms of where the actual storm lies, but apologies, I've got quite a bad cold at the minute, in terms of where the storm lies, but you actually can then play the edges. We know no one can come from behind us because we're right next to the sea, and obviously really we can dictate where we go because we can watch people and things. We can use the map as well. So here I believe Rich in the house has just found a chest. I'm literally just going to drop a shotgun for him, just so, because playing as duos you want to make sure they're both sorted, and then we're going to follow it around. We've got about 7 seconds until the actual storm finishes itself. Talking about finding chests and how we actually, I suppose, the weapon set. First thing which you need, and the reason I dropped it, is a shotgun. Shotgun is #1 weapon all the time. So you want a shotgun followed by an assault, and if you get really lucky, a sniper. If you do get those weapon sets, I'd say you're pretty much set. You could win the game. And as you can see now, I'm going around and smashing things to pieces and letting him loot that house and get him building supplies. So get that really early game. If you do land out of the way, you're able to do that. I always aim for a minimum of 200 wood, so I'm able to build up. Obviously brick and metal is better, and is definitely better for sort of end game, but right now wood's going to give us a lot of building supplies. We're going to be able to make a lot of things. As you can see, I'm like up around the 200s already, going to get some brick, and it's just what a lot of people do is they play it like any other shooter. You got to have a different dynamic when playing this game. You got to be able to build, think about that you can literally build cover wherever, whenever. See, I've got a chest now, so you can see this little loop that we're doing, and straight away there we've got an epic scar. So best gun in the game in my opinion, and we've got an epic one straight away, and we're going to carry on getting some building supplies. I believe Rich also, and the reason he's taking a little bit of time is because there was another chest in the top of that house. So we've now, in the space of what, 2-3 minutes, we've had 3 chests between us. If you're playing solo, that'd be 3 chests for you. We haven't seen anybody. I've got loads of time to just keep on farming, getting building supplies, and really getting ready for further into the game. So it's not going to help you right away, but it's going to help us sort of 10 minutes down the line when it's reducing down to like 30-40 people when we're really chasing a storm. So you're going to see what's in this house. See, look, pretty good gun pools. I know they're only uncommons. Oh, ammo boxes. Make sure you use ammo boxes. Really good. Get loads of stock. You don't want to get that sort of late in the game and you're unable to fight someone because you haven't got any ammo or you've got to pull out. And as you probably already know, shields are so good. I think I can hear another chest. You have to apologise, I'm actually doing the first time ever doing a voiceover, so I cannot actually hear my gameplay, but there you go, another chest. That's 4 chests. And let's see what we get in this one. So another shield. I'm actually going to leave the shield for my duo partner, Rich. Then we're both up to 150 health because I've got it. So actually, no, I'm going to take it. I believe I do give it to him though. So we're both up to 150. Don't have to worry about sort of him trying to get up, because he knows he actually has some issues sometimes getting up into the attics on there. He just can't seem to work out how to actually get up there. Do that, drop it for him, and then we're both up, ready to go. So, went up, got my full weapon set again, and we move on. So we're down to 54 people already. We're well within the storm, and you'll see us starting to run away now. And so we've actually had, you've had 3 tips. We've had where I use for landing spot and why I use it, especially for this sort of slower approach, trying to get the W as opposed to trying to get loads and loads of kills. Says, yep, someone's in the house. So someone's in with Rich. And I'm just letting him, basically, I don't need to go and engage because I'll just make things harder for myself. So he has to come out even if he kills Rich, which I'd rather not. He's then got to come out of the house in order to then come back. So I'm literally staying out of the way. So yeah, we've had landing spot, why I use it, especially for this slow, trying to get the W, shotgun, an assault rifle, get building supplies and aim for at least 200 wood straight away. And also, whilst running, make sure that you actually use the terrain. So you want to get as high as possible, because if you're high and you're looking down on someone, you can see them, they might not necessarily be able to see you. But also use trees, zigzag quite a lot. You don't really, I found another chest by the way as well, so that's 4. It's 4 chests. Having a little bit of trouble building though, but yeah, 4 chests. Just keep on getting better and better loot. We're getting set for the end game. 46 people down. We're well within the storm. We're out of the way. We're following the coast, so people can't come from behind us again. And I'm just going to let him take this. Nothing good. Nice thing with chests, you do always get a weapon. You're guaranteed a weapon every single time. So yeah, number 4, sorry, was use terrain for cover and height. The higher the better. So don't be running down where you've got 2 high points either side of you, because yes, you might be safe from side, but you're actually then, if people are up on the top of there, you've got nowhere to go. They can literally just look down on you and just absolutely ruin you, which is something that we don't want. So just watch a little gameplay. I'm going to carry on getting the building supplies. So literally just mine and farm, make sure we're all sorted. And you'll see a little bit later on in the video why that's important, and some of the techniques you can use. I'm really sorry about my my coldy voice. I don't sound very interesting at all. I sound quite croaky and a little bit like stuffy, but I'd rather get a video out there, hopefully help you guys get better at Fortnite, get a win, and then off the back of that, obviously you can then let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, and we can really work together to get this all ready to rock and roll, really. So, seeing there, literally just going. Gonna have a little look upstairs in a second. Tyres, if you didn't know, you don't have to build, you can just jump on them. I decided not to, probably because I couldn't hear a chest. But yeah, so tyres literally are like big trampolines, so you can just jump on it. Another shotgun there, make sure you take the ammo. More supplies again. So, what have we got here? So you've got chest number 5. So, I'm pretty sure you can see why I use this area. We've seen one person. We've got a shield again there. You know, when I said earlier on that he has struggled getting up these stairs. You can see why. So, he's I'm not sure, because I can get up every time, first time, and he just struggles. And there's a shield literally waiting there for which he needs, because obviously the last time he got the shield and then literally got attacked straight away. And he's actually giving up. So before he destroys that, I'm going to quickly run across, grab the wood, grab the supplies, up to like 345, and then I'll just jump back up and I'll let him build a stairway up, which he fell off again. So as you can see, as a duo, we're down to the last 29 people Obviously they might not all be teams, someone might have had their partner taken out, but we're definitely already making it. And to be fair, we're well within the storm. Even if he wasn't, chasing from this side of the map isn't actually too bad, because a lot of people are going to be ahead of you because they're going to land in the main places of the map, and you can literally just sort of guide them wherever you want to guide them. So I'm going to run up here, carry on mining again. I tend to be a little bit more of the architect when it comes to our duo team, so I'm the one that sort of does a lot of the farming, a lot of the building, and Rich is more the sort of like the slayer, so he goes off, gets the kills, and I'm a little bit more probably conservative in how I play. And we're smack bang in the circle, so to be fair, this game has been very, very kind to us. It's not that it always does this, because sometimes across the other side of the map and we literally spend 10 minutes sprinting, and yeah, absolutely failed there. So one thing which I'm going to pick up now is I'm going to pick up a wall dynamo. You've also probably seen ceiling traps. I've not actually used them yet. I have been killed by them, so I know what they look like. Because of my playstyle, I don't tend to sit somewhere for quite a while. I tend to use a lot of the edges, so I'm always on the move. I actually prefer to be behind the storm, or at least on the edge of the storm, watching people in, than I do just getting set in the centre and not being able to do anything. I can see someone in the distance there, which leads me on to my next point. Number 5 is do not engage unless you have to. So 1, you have no idea where their duo or their squad is. 2, we don't know whether he's got a sniper, and if we ping one bullet on him and we then decide that he's then going to decide, get set, hide in the bush, or get somewhere where we're not necessarily expecting or cannot see him and get shot by a sniper, it's game over straight away. And I don't really want to play a game, get set, spend 10 minutes knocking down trees and opening chests just to literally get one bombed and the game's over. So as you can see, I'm trying to stay high here, so I've got the jump on wherever they may be, and literally, which actually leads me to number 5. The other thing is try get the jump. If you can see someone heading east and you're heading southeast and you know that the storm's going to change in a different direction, you can actually work it that you're getting the high ground and also going to cut them off. So there's no need to actually try chase them, there's no need to engage. If you're going for kills, then yeah, why not go for, then just go Hail Mary, literally go like a rampage, just firing whatever you need to. But look, we've got up here, we've got a little bit of height, we can see the storm's closing in, so we're just going to build for a little bit more height around us here, and obviously just really try to start getting sort of set, because one, if we're higher, we can then build higher again. We're going to have good vision across the whole of it. As you can see, I like to go a little bit crazy with how I build, and just because if you build really, really small, they take out the bottom and you fall to your death. So I've had a couple of games I've got into the last 2 or 3, and I've built a huge tire like the Eye of Sauron over the top with the all-seeing eye, and I can see everything. I can see someone building in the background here. You can see the little red marker coming up where it looks like they're destroying something or getting something shot. But you build something huge and then it literally just gets knocked down from the bottom and you fall to your death. You plummet like you do out of the battle bus, apart from you don't have a parachute, and you literally get splatted on the floor. So the other thing, and what we're actually doing now, so number 6 is we actually, if in a squad or using duos, we do not just say there's a guy over there. We actually use north, south, east, west, or degrees, which you can see across the very, very top of the gameplay. You've got the actual, like the compass, so we actually use that. So because we're together, if we're split, then it's a little bit different, because obviously his south and my south are actually going to be in, there'd be 2 different directions technically. So what we actually do is we actually use south, we use degrees. If we're together, we know where enemies are, and we can then, off the back of that, hopefully work out 1, where they are, 2, where they're running to, and we can both know if he's got a set on one pair and I've got a set on another. So see someone up there, see how accurate this scar is. So obviously 1, not fantastic shooting from me, but obviously we've knocked him down, and we're literally just going to try finish him off. So we're down to only, is it 10 people, 9 people, in the match. We've got 2 of us, so it's us effectively against 7. We know that 2 people's over there, so we took him out, so he's eliminated. And we're literally just going to carry on building. So look how we like all these layers. Not really a big fan of going hugely high on a single layer. And what I'm doing now is I'm actually knocking a way out, because we've had it a couple of times where we've built all the way up, someone's grenaded the bottom, we fell to our death. So we're actually now going to use 2 different bits. So he's going to stay high, I'm going to stay relatively low. He's got a good lookout and can let me know using the compass all the directions where the other people are. I've got my eyes on the supply drop, so if people are going to head to that, I can hopefully get them, so I'm using that as bait. And actually number 7 is do not get baited. Why is the supply drop not getting hit? Probably because there's that people are already near it, or they know you're near it. 2, like if there's a purple, like a legendary or an epic gun, or even a rare gun just out in the open, why is it there? Someone's left it there, they've probably got eyes on it. So unless you really need it and you're literally down to 0 ammo and you think, if I'm not going to get this and I'm going to die anyway, don't run to it. If you run to it, you're probably going to end the game. It's probably over for you, and you'll either have to spectate, go back to lobby, and the 15 minutes which you've been building stuff and getting supplies is completely ruined. So I like to be a little bit elaborate in my building skills, something a little bit different, just because 1, I've got quite a good view where I am in terms of the supply drop. 2, if someone does shoot the other side, I'm a little bit out of the way. I might be able to revive my duo partner or my squad, but I'm also safe. If someone does attack, then I'm not going to fall 50 meters to the floor. So number 8, which we've already actually doing, is actually build. Buildings, like, it gives you a huge advantage for height, cover. Plus you can move around the structure. Someone's shooting from north, you can literally move to the south side. You can move within the structure completely unseen. So you actually want to build, get the building supplies. All that wood that I got earlier on and the metal and bits, as you can see, is getting good to use. We're in the circle, so we're quite happy to actually build this up and really see what we can get in. So wood is quite weak, followed by brick, followed by metal, which is why it's harder to get as a resource. And as you can see, I've said earlier on, so building literally now and talking about game techniques, is that you can actually do a vertical flank. So if someone's shooting in front of you, build up above them, because they have to shoot through the thing, which is why wood's not that good, because they will just break it. But you're actually able to flank rather than round the sides. You can flank above them, so this game's completely different to anything that we've ever played before. And it's the reason why I love it, because I'm a little bit out the box thinker anyway. So for me to be able to actually build up and around someone, I'm able to do that and actually get pretty good success from it as well. So we've had 8 tips so far. So we've had landing spot, get your shotgun and assault rifle and a sniper if you can, get building supplies. Whilst running, use the terrain for cover and height. Do not engage unless you have to if you want to get the win. If squad duos, use degrees like north, south, west, etc. Or actually like 220, 205, so on. Do not get baited, so we're not using the supply drops at the minute because we know people are there. So I'm actually getting shot from the bottom. You know, I said that wood is really bad. Luckily this guy is absolutely terrible, and I'm able to literally just take him out, and there it is. I've got a legendary sniper. So they've probably, look at his guns, he's got 2 epics and the legendary, and I'm able to just do that. Which leads me to number 9, is actually, if you change to the pickaxe when you want to pick up building supplies or ammo, change the pickaxe and spam the square button. You literally just pick up ammo and building supplies, so you don't swap weapons. If you've ever done it, you've got a really good weapon, you've swapped, and next thing you know, oh, I nearly took his ear off, and you swap weapon, and you're unable, then you've got to then go back, you're wasting time, you've now got a rubbish weapon, and you've got to then put yourself at risk again. So this guy here is so lucky. So that literally must be taking the hair off his bottom, me going across that. So now I know, so there's 3 of us left, so I know he's over there, so I've got time to get this. I can literally run behind cover. I know that he's not very good at shooting because he didn't actually hit me once. I can go across, I can get my shield all the way up to the top and then go back and finish off that. So now we've then got, so I dropped my legendary sniper on accident, which is what I said I didn't want to do earlier on, and now I've then got a legendary RPG as well. So I'm having a little bit of issues here, so after just saying about the pickaxe, I can now not, there you go, so we're set. So we've got our sniper, we've got a legendary sniper, a legendary RPG, and an epic scar. It's me and my teammate versus 1. So I'd like to think we got there. So as you can see, I literally just spot him in the window there. So spot him in the window, start to try get it. Look how powerful this weapon is. So take out the wall, and this is it. Number 10 is RPGs are so overpowered. So look at this. We're literally, you can take down any cover. If someone's behind a tree, someone's in a house, anything is breakable. So that's it. We've got the victory. We've won. I hope my 10 tips help. And also, I should have danced here. So number 10, RPGs are overpowered, and do not forget to dance. It'll make your video a lot cooler at the end and not as boring as what this one is. So to run through my 10 tips, geared more probably towards duos or squads rather than actually playing the lone game. I mean, as a team, we actually only got 5 kills, I believe. But obviously, we've pretty much come out completely unscathed. We made it a lot easier. We ended up, well, as a whole duo, it wasn't as if one of us had to finish the game for us, so it was both of us. So you've got landing spot, which I'm showing you again where I use. So you've got that at the right, the red on the left hand side of the map. That's where I land. So you've got landing spot, shotgun, and assault sniper if you're lucky. Get building supplies. Whilst running, use the terrain. Do not engage unless you have to. Squads use degrees. We've got do not get baited. Actually build because it gives you a huge advantage. The pickaxe for collecting ammo and building supplies, and the RPGs for endgame and destroying cover are ridiculous. But you can just shoot them, like I did with a scar at the end there. You can just shoot if you want to. So just going to show off there. If you've seen people running around, or well, actually flying down, and they're not using the silly glider which you get at the start, they're using an umbrella, and you've seen now. So we've just got our first duo wins. And we're actually going to fly down, and we're actually going to have an umbrella rather than having the glider. So if you want to know how to get the umbrella, get a win, use these tips. If you do get a win because of us and the tips, it might not be the most interesting 500 kill game, but there you go. Like Mary Poppins, literally get that. A little bit harder to control. If it does help you, please look at our other videos, subscribe, like, share, comment what you actually want to see in our next video. If you want us to use the different game plan as opposed to taking the slow getting to get the W, there is another way of doing it, and if that is the case, let us know, and hopefully we can help, and see you soon. Cheers.